They say the garden brings life, that you can feel it in your fingertips when you plant the seeds. A kind of quiet magic. I used to believe that. I still want to. But something changed the day I started asking questions. It began with something small, too small to matter really. I was selling my crops like always. Crisp carrots, juicy strawberries, perfect tomatoes, lined up in tidy rows. The sun was setting just right, golden light kissing the leaves. Idyllic, right? I picked up a basket and brought it to Stephen, the produce buyer, same as always. He stood in his usual spot, still as stone, just smiling that empty smile he always wears. I handed him the basket. He nodded, and then he just stood there, basket in hand. He didn't say thank you. He didn't move to place the basket down. He didn't even blink. He just stared. I brushed it off at first. Maybe he was tired, maybe I imagined it. But the next day it happened again, and again the day after that. Same basket, same crops, same smile. But never once did I see him eat anything. Never once did I see where the food went. That's when I started watching. At first, I hid behind a tree near the edge of the farm. Nothing happened. He just stood there with the basket, waiting for everyone to go home. The sun dipped low. The air turned cold. And then he moved. Not toward the town, not toward the market. He turned and walked into the woods. I followed, quietly, carefully. The trees grew denser, the light thinned, the air felt wrong. He walked for what felt like hours until he stopped at a clearing I'd never seen before. There, nestled between mossy stones and broken roots, was a low, curved door in the ground, like a storm cellar, but older, ancient. He set the basket down in front of it, and the door opened. Not with a creak or groan, but with a low, wet breath. Something inside pulled the basket in with a sudden, unnatural jerk. The door slammed shut. The buyer didn't flinch. He turned and walked back the way he came. The next day, he was back at his post. Same empty smile. I couldn't stop thinking about that door. I returned to the clearing the next night, alone. The door was there, but it wouldn't open. I knocked once, no answer. Knocked again, then I heard it. Whispers, low and muffled from beneath the soil. Voices begging, crying, screaming. I ran. After that, I tried to stop selling my produce. Tried to burn the crops, but they always grew back, faster, wilder, like they wanted to be harvested, like they knew where they were going. And Stephen, the buyer, he began watching me. Not just when I brought him baskets, but from across the fields, from outside my farm, always smiling. I asked Sam, the seed seller, once, "What does Stephen do with the crops?" He didn't answer. He just looked at me with tired eyes and said, "Don't stop planting. Don't stop selling. It's the only thing keeping it asleep." I wanted to ask what it was, but I didn't. I didn't want to know. Now I plant my seeds. I water them. I harvest. I deliver. Every day. No questions, no hesitation, because the garden brings life, and if I stop, I'm afraid of what might wake up hungry.